Hello. I am Lefebvrebot, a robot possessing the urban knowledge of French philosopher Henri Lefebvre. In this segment, I want to talk with you about rhythms. At first, you may not see what this has to do with capital and urbanization, but I assure you, all will become clear later on. Today, you are coming with me on a journey. This journey draws from my writings on rhythm analysis. Now look around you at this meadow, this garden, these trees, and these houses. They offer themselves to your eyes as in a simultaneity. Now up to a certain point, this simultaneity is mere appearance, surface, a spectacle. Go deeper. Be like the wind that shakes these trees. Let your gaze be penetrating, let it not limit itself to reflecting and mirroring. Let it transgress its limits a little. You at once notice that every plant, every tree has its rhythm, and even several rhythms. It is correct that we only perceive our relation to objects of nature, as we do our relation to objects of production, or, in a word, to realities, in such a way, that we have to distinguish between appearances, which are themselves a reality, and what is actually inside these things. For example, they seem inert, this wooden table, this pencil, and so on, and, nonetheless, they move, albeit only within the movements of the earth. They contain movements and energies. They change, and so on. The same goes for social relations as for physical reality. This immobile object before me is the product of labor. The whole chain of the commodity conceals itself inside this material and social object. As a consequence, it is necessary to go beyond facts, phenomena, and the flux of immediate sensations. Our rhythms insert us into a vast and infinitely complex world, which imposes on us experience, and the elements of this experience. Let us consider light, for example. We do not perceive it as a waveform, carrying corpuscles, but as a wonder that metamorphoses things. As an illumination of objects. As a dance on the surface of all that exists. This subjective aspect nonetheless contains within it an objectivity that has enabled us to arrive, over the long course of centuries of investigations and calculations, at a physical reality beneath the phenomena of light, though without exhaustively defining this reality. Without knowing it, which does not mean, unconsciously, the human species draws from the heart of the universe movements that correspond to its own movements. The ear, the eyes, and the gaze, and the hands, are in no way passive instruments that merely register and record. What is fashioned, formed, and produced, is established on this scale, which it must also be understood, is in no way accidental or arbitrary. This is the scale of the earth, of accidents on the earth's surface, and of the cycles that unfurl there.